Hey there. Today we're going to see 5 hidden features of Google Classroom. Just to let you know, these 5 features are right in front of you. It's often overlooked and not commonly used. So if that's something interesting, let's get started. Now let's go into the first one. So right now we are on the main tab and we're going to go into one of our classrooms. And the first feature is something which happens in classwork. Now, this is something that's quite overlooked, and I've not seen beginners use it a lot. But over time, this is something that's really useful. So the first thing is we go to create and we create a topic. So let's say we are creating a topic on test. We have the topic. Now, let's say the test topic has been created right now in your tab. And once you're creating any assignments or any quiz question based on that, you click assignments. You can always assign them to a certain topic. Now, let's say if you assign something to test, and let's say let's put test one. And when I click assign, as you can see, it automatically goes under test. So it's something that's really useful for categorizing documents or assignments or quizzes when you're using Classroom extensively. This feature is something useful only when you're using Google Classroom extensively for a longer period of time. All right, let's get to number two. I wouldn't call this as a hidden feature, but this is something I really found interesting and also really helpful when it comes to organizing your classroom. Now, let's say we have 3 topics right now. We have multiple topics, and something would be of priority for day-to-day use. One I can see, for example, is attendance. This is something that you'd be doing every single day. And this is something that should always be on the top. Let's say you have created 30 topics. You can't keep searching this attendance day after day once you're creating multiple topics. So this is something I found really interesting, which is shuffling between topics up and down. Like you can shuffle topics up and down so we can keep something on the top. So I've created a specific video for attendance. If you'd like to see on how to take attendance using Google Classroom, you can always have a look. I'll put the link below. Number three, this is something that's got to do with emailing students. So let's assume a scenario where you need to email your students, all of your students in the classroom, let's assume 30 students, something really important, and you can only do it via email. Now, it's really not feasible or even possible for you to entirely type students' email one by one and do it individually. Google Classroom comes into play and has this really useful and important feature, which is quite overlooked again. For this, we need to go into people and you can see the students part of it. And you can see a box here. You just click on the box and it puts a tick under all the students. So that means the action you're going to take is applicable to all the students in the classroom. Now, assuming that you don't want to send this email to all the students, you can individually click on the box under each student and the action will be taken for that specific student. Now let's get into it on how to send an email. So there's something called actions. So we need to click on actions and you get 3 options: email, remove, and mute. So since we're going to email right now, we click on email. So Google automatically opens another tab that is your email account and it adds all the students into this new message. So you can type any email you want, you can add an attachment and send it right away. So number four, this specific feature comes really handy when you're grading your students' work. So for that, let's get into classwork and I'm just going to open up one of the assignments previously done. Just going to click on graded and I get to see the person I graded. Open that assignment. As you can see, while grading, you can add private comments and you can do a lot of things while you're grading. But it's opening up a Google Doc where you can edit. Now the thing is, you while adding private comments, you can't keep typing the same comments over and over again all the time. Now, let's say there are some comments that are quite generic, which you would be using all the time frequently. And for that, there's this feature that's again often overlooked. As you can see, these grading tab, and under that, there's something called comment bank. So we click on comment bank, and here we can add comments. Now, I I click on the plus button, and I'm just going to add something which is quite generic. Maybe let's say great effort, and I add it to my comment bank. Now, this is something I'd like to comment after looking through this assignment. This is something I'd like to comment for that specific student. So I click on this three dotted comment options and I click copy to clipboard. I go to my grading tab, go to add private comment. So this specific comment is already copied to your clipboard. Now, all you need to do is press Control V or Command V on an Apple device and click post. I found this feature quite effective while grading a lot of students in Google Classroom. Alright, so number 5. Now I call this option the find option. I mean, this option really works when your classroom is really cluttered and it has a lot of data, or you'd like to find something really quick. Now, in my case, let's say I'd like to see an attendance for one specific day, and I really don't want to go into classwork, attendance, go over it one by one. Just want to find it really quick. So for that, we go to the keyboard and type Control F or Command F on a Mac. We're just going to type attendance for a specific date, 30/4/2020. It's highlighting there. It's popping up. So I can just click over it and I can go right into the attendance tab, which I want to see right away. Now, this is a really good feature if you have a lot of data in your classroom and you want to browse through something real quick or to confirm something real quick. It's quite useful. So that's about it, guys. And those are the 5 hidden features of Google Classroom. I hope you found the video interesting. If you'd like the video, you can always like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.